Yes, that's exactly how I wanted to start the stream. Oh yeah. I like how the camera decides to do that. There, it should have stopped now. Gotta put my controller down. Alright. I am like an hour behind, but what else is new? Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I think we're on 143 now, 1.43. Back in VR, because I absolutely love playing this in VR. And it's cool that I can even do this in Convoy multiplayer in VR if I wanted to. I got so many mods running right now though that I don't want to subject anyone to have to download all this stuff to play what I'm playing tonight. We actually are running with a couple of payware mods anyway. Um, yeah, I'm just a little bit late, buddy. I know. Um, I was trying to set up the bus because the man Lion City Double Decker came out today, or not today, earlier this week. I'm having real performance problems right now. I'm probably sounding not great. What is happening? How do I sound? Do I sound jittery or anything? But anyway, um, I was gonna play the bus to play with the new double decker that came out in beta, but two things. One, the steering wheel doesn't work in the latest update for that game, so I gave up then. Two, it sounds like crap, so hopefully they update that soon. I could have let that go, but the fact that I couldn't play with a steering wheel was a deal breaker. Yeah, I'm gonna be jittery here and there. I think just because I'm having problems with the wireless VR. I gotta probably maybe try to find a cable, see if that makes it any better for sit down experience. Um, but anyway, so we were gonna play that, then we're gonna play Fern. I was like, oh, I might get jittery again. Um, that's gonna get real annoying. I got too much going on, processor overload. Um, anyway, I figured why not play in American Truck because it's been so long, and in Colorado because will be one of the last times I'll actually be in Colorado while playing this game at the same time. So we're in Colorado. Well, actually, right now we're in Wyoming. No, we're in Colorado Springs. They did do that right. Oh God, the map looks a little screwy. Oh, we should probably take a look at this. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, maybe we won't be playing this. Interesting. I opened the map and then I noticed there's a bunch of crap missing. The roads are all missing. Maybe we can't play with this mod. Maybe we'll have to do the other one, the mild winter mod without the snow. That's a bummer. I really wanted to play with the snow. What does the console say? Unable to find Colorado 08 for road. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, this is what happens when you don't do your homework. All right, let's get this restarted using mild winter instead of winter because I think that mod will still work. You know, I probably could just drive. Oh, the problem is that I can't get holes. Removing Canada probably broke it. Just gonna put that out there. I probably broke it because I removed Canada. But let's see if it was this. This might just be the problem. And I can't see my buttons because that's in the way. Erg. I should move it down though. Down. That should be good. Let's try that. We'll try the late autumn mod without snow. It's kind of disappointing. I wanted to have snow. I mean, if it's because of Canada, then we got a problem. Because I was running Pro Mods Canada, and then I removed it. Surprising that didn't break the game completely. SES has done a good job of making things recover pretty easily when you just tear the guts out of stuff. Just rip out big chunks of the game's brain. Am I getting the same errors now? I don't think so. Let's see what happens. Yeah, the game, they made it very robust. Like, oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just that mod. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh well, we'll try with some pretty weather, I guess. Let's just set the time to 9 a.m. Just so we got some morning daylight conditions. Let me get VR reset here again because the screen's in my way now. There we go. All right, the map's back without snow. Well, we can deal with that. But yeah, like I was saying, I live in Colorado. For those who don't know, I'm only gonna be living here for 3 more weeks, and I'm moving back east. So I figure we'd give this one last hurrah in the game, drive through the mountains, even though there's no snow. We're supposed to get snow this weekend. So actually, this is pretty realistic because it hasn't really snowed much here yet, which is actually not normal. Oh, we were running with Zmod's Detroit Diesel Series 60 engine sounds, recorded from an actual truck. Oh, yeah, loud air brakes. This is the real deal. Let's go get our oversized load signs on the truck because we're going to be doing some heavy hauling today. This has a 515 horse Detroit in it. Love the sound of Detroit diesels. The truck itself is also a mod too. John Ruda is the name. You can find him on Facebook. Whoa, that was major lag. I do not. It's so irritating. I don't know why it does that. I haven't been able to figure out if it's Wi-Fi interference or if it's just limitation of the software. But every once in a while, my game locks up like that, or freezes. It gets jittery, and then it takes a few seconds to recovers. So I don't know what the hell is causing that. So I apologize for the lack of quality in tonight's content. But I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried. Alright, let's get this oversized. I just want to put the banner on it. Like that. It's pretty much the only thing I want. Oh, I wanted to add beacons. The VR is shaking. Yeah, it's because of how I'm talking. It's just moving with my head. It's why I don't do VR very often on stream, just because of how sensitive it is, and it might cause motion sickness for people who are watching. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to do a better job of figuring out how to fix that going forward. I don't know how to fix that either, to be honest, because I can't modify the field of view. I just have to try to keep steady so that it doesn't like shake up and down while I'm talking. So I'll try to keep my head pretty still. Let's put our antennas off the mirrors so that we can put beacons on the mirrors. Beacon standard on the mirrors. Where are these? Oh, I can't put these on the cabin. I put them on the sleeper. No, I don't want that. I just want the mirror mounted beacon lights. Mirrors. There we go. But yeah, this is John Ruda's Peterbilt 389 glider kit. Comes with the Peterbilt rims. Love those signature rims down there. It's basically just it's a para mod. It's very detailed in comparison to the stock Peterbilt 389. I like it. I don't know if I'd buy another unless it's a truck I absolutely love. Like if it's the first gen Cascadia, then maybe I would go buy it. But yeah, sticking with the 389 tonight. And again, the sound is Z-Mod's Detroit Diesel Series 60. Absolutely fantastic. But there's a lot of detail in this truck. And the sounds are pretty good too. It's got some flaws. The sounds have some flaws, but again, way better than stock. Can I modify how much the screen moves to how much I move it? Like the ratio? No, I don't think I can. Maybe I could adjust the field of view, which might change, I don't know if this will change what you see on the screen though. Let me see if I can do this. Adjust the seats, I think. Let's see if we can do that. Does this change anything? Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Let's make it as small as possible. 40 degrees. Yeah, no, it doesn't change anything in VR. Oh man. Yeah, it's just gonna be sensitive like that, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I'll have to do some research about that at some point to see if I can do anything. Oh wow, now they actually tell you what button you have selected now. That's new. Okay. Oh, I'm still sad that I can't do snow, but that's okay. Let's actually filter on heavy. What do we got? Heavy. Oh god. There goes the lag. You know, it's every time I tilt my head up. When I tilt my head up, it starts to lag if I stay this way. I think. Maybe. Nope, yep, there it goes. Yep. That was one thing that the Rift was good at, was being consistent in performance. The wireless is nice, but it's also not stable. It's not stable. Alright, we gotta drive out here to go pick up some heavy cargo, I think. Unless I can find something up in Denver. Actually, no, let's go down to Pueblo. There's some heavy machinery down there. I will find something at HMS. It's a short jaunt from the garage in Colorado Springs. Or I guess the service station where we're at now. Yeah, I also have there, pointing this way. Camera up so you can see the shifting action, the wheel action, and my covered face with the goggles, so there's proof that I'm using VR. Absolutely love the sound. The startup sound of this truck is awesome. Alright, let's go over to Pueblo here. Go see what we can find for cargo. Heading east, or west, I'm sorry. I guess we can go either way. Pueblo's pretty central. Love the Jakes in this truck. So badass. All kinds of noises in this truck. should have looked at changing the gear ratio. That's alright. Probably shouldn't be using Jake brakes in the city. But that's what simulators are for. Breaking the law. Seeing what happens. Everything is really blurry right now, which is kind of weird. Wow, why is everything so blurry? Huh. It's because I decided to do this last minute. Like I said, I was going to do the bus sim, but I couldn't get it to work. So here we are. So like I said, we are on 143, which just recently came out to public, I think. They changed the sounds around a little bit, so it is a little bit loud as I can see now, so I think I'm going to turn this down. This is too loud. They changed the sounds all around. Actually, yeah, we could turn this down. Master volume to the middle should do what we want. Interior sounds can probably come down a bit, as well as our trailer and truck noise effect noises. Yeah, it should be a little bit better. This holy moly is loud. I think they did something about reverb in the cabin, so like the sounds are different inside. For better or for worse, I don't know yet. Yep, there's the lag again right there. I don't understand what causes that. We're drinking some tea tonight, some caffeine. Got in really late last night. We flew back east to attend a funeral, so we were gone just for a day. We actually left the night before. My word, that is still extremely loud. Let me turn this down some more. So we were gone. What was it? Late Tuesday, and then came back. Yeah, Wednesday. We were back here at like 1 o'clock this morning, so I'm dragging my feet. It was pretty late. So I need some caffeine. And I probably won't be talking much. I'm just so tired right now. I still wanted to do this, so here we are. Alright, let's go see what they have to offer. Probably gonna be external contracts. What do we got? Ooh, there you go. Volvo excavator. Up to Colorado Springs, that is not far enough. We are looking to go somewhere like... I want to go to Grand Junction, honestly. Yeah, there we go. Crawler tractor to Grand Junction. What else we got? Probably the only thing. Alright, well, I got my wish. Let's do it. That was perfect for your comment. You aced your first final? Nice. Awesome, man. That's good to hear. How you doing? Hopefully I don't make you motion sickness with VR. I'm going to try not to move my head too much. But I gotta play this in VR. Alright, where's our tractor? There it is. Alright, let's get this hooked up. It also lags periodically. I'm having some kind of interference problem with the wireless. I think that's what's happening. I'm not 100% sure, because there are like 2 other people in the whole world on the internet that have complained about it and have not found a solution. So I'm one of the unlucky 3. Oh, that lag is so annoying. I don't know if you're seeing a lag on your side or not. Alright, well, hey, good luck on your next one. Good to hear that you did good on the first. This is ridiculous. I can't... My Wi-Fi signal is like... Something's going on here with it, which is super annoying. At least I think it's Wi-Fi. I actually don't know what's causing the problems. I got a cable in the way. I was just completely unprepared for tonight. Because, super tired. Okay, let's see if that works. Try readjusting the router a little bit. See if that helps it at all. Now let's get our lights on. Oh yeah, look at this beauty. Peterbilt. I also wanted to see if, like, maybe if I changed, like, the vertical sync, turn that crap off. See if that helps at all. Seems like it's not really scaling either. I'm gonna try to pump that up a little bit. I might be asking for trouble doing that. How am I doing on the GPU? Well, that's not bad. Alright, so we got a 55,000 pound crawler tractor going to Grand Junction. So we're gonna drive across I-70. It's one of my favorite drives in this game. We're leaving Pueblo. Gotta head up 25 first. Oops. Yeah, we cleared it. We cleared it. Professionals always look over their shoulder. Oh. Not gonna make that turn though. Alright. Ooh-wee, that's a Jake. That is a Jake break. I'm feeling that weight. Jeez. Nope, still lagging. I don't know what's causing that. Gonna be a slow boy today. Jeez. I guess we're going uphill. I guess maybe having two wireless routers isn't as good as having one. Oh god, it's lagging so badly right now on my end. I'm gonna have to watch the stream later and see if it's lagging on the stream whenever it's whenever it starts lagging for me, because if it's just the headset, then it's gotta be a Wi-Fi problem and not a computer problem. But it's like every 30 seconds it starts getting real laggy. And then it goes back to normal. Some weird stuff. This is ridiculous. What is going on here? What is wrong with this setup? I don't think that this router... I think this router is doing more harm than good, honestly. I thought that the problem was that I was sharing a router with everyone else in the house and it was causing lag, but now I'm connected to a dedicated router over here while I have my main router over on the other side of the room, and maybe they're interfering with each other. I don't know. But it causes some major problems in wireless VR. Something's causing some big problems. Nope. We got 60. Put it back down a little bit. Oh yes. It's getting. Is it just me or is it getting foggier? Feels like it's getting foggier. Starting to have some real trouble seeing. Can't even see any kind of scenery going through here. There's the Broncos Stadium. Wow, this is some fog. Alright, now I get some crazy mountain climbing to do here. Going up to Eisenhower Tunnel. Alright, I'm just gonna come over if you're gonna sit back there in the mirror. Had to pick up some medicine. Okay. No worries. We just got past Denver and we're heading west now on I-70 through the fog in the mountains. I don't know if it ever really gets this foggy, and it hasn't in the 4 years that we've lived here. I don't remember seeing it this foggy before, so this is kind of eerie. But we're climbing up to Eisenhower Tunnel. It's a heckin' of a climb. Heckin' climb. Oh god. That scared the shit out of me. I fucking hate that sound. Sorry. Maybe I gotta turn it down. Nearly gave me a heart attack. Yeah, actually, honestly, that was the first thing that went through my mind, was that I actually blew tires in the game, and I was like, that's not simulated. Viewers have to pay to give me a heart attack. Yeah. At least they have to pay for that. Alright, here we go, finally. Through Eisenhower Tunnel. Jesus, I'm turning that down. That's too loud. Sorry, that is too loud. Sound alerts. I gotta turn this down just a hair. I'm sorry about that. And maybe it's just my headset sounds. Even the crow's too loud for me. So I gotta figure out how to adjust it. Alright. Alright, let me turn it back up then. Turn it back up here. Turn down the game volume. Turn up the volume in the game. And turn down the headset. There we go. Every time I alt tap, I lose my gear shifting position. Alright, we gotta set up for some downhill jaking here. Wow, that's some really bad interference there. Jeez. Yeah, I could probably spend some time figuring out how to make the game balance better. I just was not feeling like trying to do that tonight. I think I got it better now anyway. Jake is loud. It's a shame we can't see anything. It's so foggy. And the speed limit. GTFO this weekend? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. We could do that on Saturday. All right. Are you hearing any popping into sounds, or are you hearing any or seeing any like inconsistent frame rates, like where it suddenly just drops really low? Or is it just my headset doing that? Maybe that'll help answer the question of where the problem lies for me. And it sounds good. Okay. My video feed in my headset is getting interrupted every like 30 seconds, and it's really irritating for me. But if the stream isn't seeing that, then I think it's a wireless problem then. Like my video just gets really choppy and it starts sounding garbled, and I start seeing like black boxes around the edge of my vision. It's all kinds of screwy. And it's been doing it every like 30 seconds, way more than the normal. It's constant. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a wireless problem then. I'm getting some kind of interference. It'll be interesting to see when we move, if it'll be any better if I'm further away from neighbors. I don't know if that's even causing the problem though. Like I was saying earlier, I actually have two routers running in the same room right now. They might be interfering with each other. Because I was trying to solve this problem before by putting a second router up and having it dedicated to the headset. But that doesn't seem to be making things any better. Shame, big shame. But yeah, GTFO sounds good. You can see what... I don't know if they put out the version 1 update yet. I'll have to see. Killing Floor just put out the winter event. It's out of beta now, so we should probably look to check that out sooner than later. I'm going to be pretty limited in my time the last 2 weekends of December. I'm going to be moving, so that's coming sooner than later. Should probably see if we can check that out this coming week, if we can. Didn't do so hot in criminology, but pretty sure you got to be over in the class overall. That's still pretty good. That's still good. So how many more do you have left? Two tomorrow and one on Monday. Alright, you're good in there. So is this like, are these are before your school's finals week then? Or do you have more than one finals week where you're at? Because for us at Penn State, it was an official finals week, but a lot of classes held their finals like during the regular semester period before finals week. So that was nice when they did that, because then you didn't have a crammed week, you know. Like the first 2 years, though, most of them were, if not all of them, were during finals week, so that was fun. all were done within 5 days. I remember my schedule, I think it was like... Was it my first semester? I think I had like, was it 4 finals in 2 days? Something like that. I really should have filed for an exception for that. Because that was overload. But I just wanted to go home, so I was like, alright, I'll just deal with it. And so I could go home. I think it was actually 5 finals in 3 days is what it was, but it amounted to like 3 within 24 hours, which you can file for an exception for. You know, to just take like a makeup exam instead. But I was like, it's fine. And then it was just hell for 3 days. You have multiple finals week. We had so many online. You got to pick when. Oh, that's nice. We didn't have that luxury. $3, $4 for the semester? Nice, nice. It is so ridiculously foggy right now. Missing all the good sights. This is actually bringing back a lot of memories from this year. We actually drove Interstate 70 out to Utah and back. Actually came back on 70 from Utah twice, but only had to go out once. It was 2 separate trips. And this is like, yep, this is kind of exactly what it was like. Just a lot longer in real life of a bunch of nothing. That's going to be fun when moving back east, going across Interstate 80. We're going to go through Wyoming. We're going to stop at the Iowa 80 truck stop. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. But it's going to be 3 days of just driving. Which, it's a good thing I like to drive. But my wife does too, so we're each driving our own cars. When we moved out here, we actually did the move in 2 days from Maryland to Colorado, and don't want to do that again. No, so we're going to do this in 3 days to move back. But when you're out in the Midwest, just on the interstate, it's just a bunch of, there's nothing for hundreds of miles, especially Kansas. So we're moving at the end of this month. We're moving to Pennsylvania. So that's going to be another heckin' haul across the U.S. But this time, we actually have a moving company, so that's nice. Oh my god, this lag is driving me insane. Like, the steering wheel is literally a second behind me. That's going to be a problem. I don't know why my router is struggling so hard right now. At least I think that's what the problem is. Ooh, some really good brakes on this thing. And I did exactly what I didn't want to do, which is come to a complete stop on a hill. Come on, you bastard, go. I was watching a truck struggle doing this in real life yesterday. Burning up the clutch. Come on, there we go. Whew. Stopping on a hill with all that weight is really challenging. So that's pretty accurate. Every time I turn my head to the right, I get lag. Yeah, we got a long drive, but we're looking forward to being back near family again. It's like one of the main reasons we're moving, so it's good. I'll miss the mountains here, though. Alright, Mr. Farmer, here's your tractor. Come on. There we go. Gotta find the right gear. There we go. That is a seriously big tractor right there. Whew. Sounds like the engine is louder in the cabin, which is something they changed, I think, in this latest update. So modders have to go back in and rebalance the volume of their mods, which might take a little bit. A little bit of time. A little annoying, but we'll get over it. I wonder if I can turn off the fog. Try to fix that. Maybe I can reset the weather or something. G-set weather 0. I can't see the console in my headset, so I gotta like look under the bridge of my nose to see what's going on. And see if there's like... There's another tractor going up to Utah. Vernal, Utah. I had DeMuro cars. Doug DeMuro. It's a reference to Doug DeMuro. It's pretty funny that he allowed him to put him in there. What's we got for heavy haul? Something back to Pueblo. Oh, something to Sterling. Well, that's way all the way across. Whew. Interesting, this one doesn't have a rear set of axles. Like, it's weird because they have the same weight, but they're just using different trailer configs. I guess it has 5 axles altogether, so it works. You haven't really been out west except for a layover in Salt Lake. Yeah. It's beautiful. I'm gonna miss the Rockies for sure, but we'll come back and visit. Where we're moving to actually has a decent amount of mountains. Appalachians. Still mountains. Alright. I guess we're gonna pull another tractor going the other way. I hope I can get rid of this fog though. That'll be nice. There's still fog. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. How's that for clarity? Yes. Love the sound of this engine. It's definitely louder on the inside. It shouldn't be that way. But yeah, again, modders have to adjust their sound since the update. Alright, let's go pick up this other tractor And we'll go back the other way now that we can see. It'll be like a whole new world. Alright. But yeah, so let me tell you, first time house buying, how much fun that is. We've learned a lot since we've been renting since we moved out here actually for a few years. We figured we weren't going to be here long enough for it to be worth buying. But now we're buying and you know, settling down in Pennsylvania, so that's been a heck of a process, especially in the current market. Like, prices of houses have just been ridiculously high. And it's not going to be much better next year from what I've been reading. So, you know, we bit the bullet. We found a place, and it's a little bit higher. You know, being a seller's market, the prices have been pretty crazy. But for the house that we have, I found quite a bit of land with it too. Seems like it was a pretty good deal overall, especially considering the market. So, yeah, we're pretty happy with it. Going through the whole contract process of buying, it's really drawn out. There's a lot that goes on. It's pretty stressful, at least for the first time. Especially in this market because there's so much competition. Like, we had to move fast. I mean, I'm talking like three days. Within like 2 days, you know, we had locked into something because we tried to lock in the first day we were looking for houses. We tried to put a bid in to a place, and we were ridiculously outbid by someone who already had a house, so they were able to pay like a lot in cash. I want to know what that house ended up appraising for, because they have to eat that in cash too. I mentioned that in the current market, it would probably have appraised for as high as they bid, which was, well, it was way over asking. But the house we found, we got for asking, so, which is kind of a little rare in the current market. Anyway, it's been lots of fun. Alright, now we're heading back the other way. Adding to our awesome 5.2 miles per gallon. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about another bubble happening, but I don't know if it's this that I'm selective reading or what, but everyone's like, "Oh, this isn't like 2008. This is different." I don't know how true it is. It's not the best time. It's not a great time to buy a house, but it's just the way things lined up. It just made sense for us. Would have been nice to buy like 4 years ago. I gotta move this window closer to my face. I can't read it. I can do that. Rotate it a little bit over. There, I can read a little bit better now. Yeah, there's some crazy people out there with how much they're willing to spend on some of these places. But the biggest problem right now that we learned is that the inventory is just so low. There's not a lot out there, and what is out there is going fast. Got boned with classes because you waited to sign up. He made sure you were fine with classes. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, I always remember how stressful trying to set up a schedule was too. I swear there were some people that like paid some computer scientists to write them a macro to like automatically enroll them like the instant classes were available, and it worked. They, you know, they didn't get caught or anything. they just got their class right away. Well, we were like right there at opening trying to select our classes, and then boom, they're full. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, was there like a commitment time? Like, could you have like, or like a leeway time where you could sign up but then switch it later? I think our school had like Penn State has like a 2-week grace period or something a drop period where you can drop a course if you're committed to it at the start of the semester, but change your mind. I think you can actually switch out to a different class then too. I don't think you have to just drop if something's available. I could be wrong. It might be drop only. Huh, interesting. This is probably my favorite part of Interstate 70 is just this whole this canyon section where the one side of the highway is higher than the other. It's kind of weird driving through here. In real life, it's really narrow. Like, I think it's more narrow than how it looks in the game, actually. It feels narrow in some places. It's so unique. I don't see many stretches of highway like that. And the speed limit is actually pretty low because it's so windy. Alright, here's the big climb here. This is where it's gonna get... until I start lagging, like I am now. And it's just irritating. I wish I knew why it was doing that. This is quite the climb up to Eisenhower Tunnel from here. Gotta keep walking the gears down. Half gear at a time. Get our hazards on. So beautiful going through here. I love it. This hill is killing me. Whew. We are carrying a pretty heavy boy here. This tractor is pretty heavy. Man, the game's a lot quieter on the outside view. .5 miles per gallon. Oh yeah. Come on, Mystic Gear. Now we gotta snake our way back down. Down to Denver. I don't think we had to go this slow. It's not that big of a hill. In reality, probably would have to go much slower, but all good here. Oh, truck speed limit 45. Oops. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss living near the Front Range. It's been so beautiful, just being able to like sit on the back deck and just look out and see Pikes Peak right there. It's pretty cool. It'd be a good memory. Good memories. Yeah, like I was saying a little bit ago, where we're moving to, there are some, you know, baby mountains, foothills, the Appalachians. They're actually pretty much at our, just outside our neighborhood where we're moving to, so there's some good views there too. Some Pennsylvania farmland too. We're actually pretty far out from the city. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to drive everywhere and not have to fly to visit anyone. Wonder if there's going to be a Christmas event in American in Your Truck. I'd be surprised. I'd be shocked if there isn't going to be one. I'm just kind of surprised we haven't seen it yet, because we're getting pretty deep into December now. But I haven't seen any news about it. 143 did just come out, so maybe they're planning on waiting for that. Maybe they'll announce the event tomorrow. I don't know, or maybe it'll come next week. But hopefully no later than next week, because it's getting really close to the holidays. And I really look forward to the holiday event each year in this game, because it's funny. You get the whole giant presents, and it's just so festive, especially in multiplayer online. It's a lot of fun. That's one thing I might actually go back to the MMO multiplayer mod for. To just have a hall with a bunch of other people, just a bunch of presents. But at the same time, I really like my mods. If they allowed sound mods, that would be awesome. I would go back right away. I think I just realized the reason things are so blurry further out, at least for me. Do I have depth? No, I don't have depth of field enabled. It's just really blurry out there. Huh. Alright. I think we got a way station coming up here. I figured that was happening soon. Commercial vehicles use right lane. Alright. That we're doing. Alright, yep, they want to say hi to us. Alright, why are we not braking? Alright, what are we guessing for... What's our money on for weight? So the cargo is 55,000. The trailer, I'm going to guess, is probably going to be 15,000 on top of that 70. The truck's probably 20, so 90,000. Oh, wow, I underestimated. 102,000. Whoa, we are a big boy tonight, that's for sure. That is heavy. I'm not allowing you to pass. I'm going first because you suck at merging. So I guess the truck actually itself might weigh 30,000. Nah, that seems too heavy. I think the trailer weighs more than I gave credit. I gotta try weighing without a trailer and see what the weight is. Well, I mean, it seems pretty accurate. For a cargo that's 55,000, almost half of that weight is the truck and the trailer. So now we're out in eastern Colorado, where it looks like pretty much the rest of the Midwest. Oh, my tracker just decided. All right, headset tracking just failed there. It happens. This is pretty much the eastern edge of Colorado here. I think the rest of that is, yeah, that's 76, so the rest of that would actually go up to Interstate 80 in Nebraska. We've driven this road too. In real life, we actually went to Lincoln, Nebraska to check out the solar eclipse that happened back in 2018, I think. It was 2018. That was fun. What is going on with my head tracking? Spazzing out. But yeah, so we've actually driven. Let me think about this. We've driven in or out of every border, either direction of Colorado, so north, south, east, west. We drove in from the east, I don't think we drove in from the north. We drove in from the east, the south, and from the west. We drove out from the north and the west and the east and the south. So we drove out from all four directions. But we only drove in 3 of those. Wait, we never drove... I take that back. We never drove... No, we drove... I think we drove out to the east through Kansas. Yeah, I think we did do that. Going to Nebraska. So, we've covered a lot of ground out here. Not as much as some people. There's some people that drive all over the place out here. There were still places I wish we could have seen, but we just didn't have enough time. Like, I would have liked to have gone and seen the Four Corners, which would have been Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico. There's a pretty neat landmark there covering that, but you know, we just didn't have time to fit that in. We didn't make time. You know, we did other stuff, so I also would have liked to see Mount Rushmore. That's a little further out from here, though. I'm glad we got to go check out Wyoming. Checked out the little town of Laramie. Would have been cool to see Cheyenne. Actually, really close to here, sort of. Relatively close to here. It was only, what, 2.5 hours? It's only 2.5 hours from here. Which is really close for the West. Because everything is so far apart out here. You can drive across like 2 or 3 states in the East. You're only like through most of one state out here. So we're delivering yet another tractor out to the farmlands out here to the east, where there's a lot more farm out here than there is in western Colorado. There's a lot more land for it, that's for sure. Back her down. That was a sudden drop in speed limit. Yeah, I think everyone's engine sound mods are a little off now that this update came out, unfortunately, so we gotta wait a little bit for them to be tweaked, because I think that Jake, it sounds okay. It's really loud. I think it's louder than the author intended it to be originally. I mean, it's supposed to be a straight pipe truck, so it's pretty damn loud. But like the in-cab effects are a little exaggerated now. I think before this update, modders had to account for that because there was no like simulation of sounds reverberating in the cabin, but now there is, so they have to take out, you know, that compensating factor from their mods. This farmer is way the heck out here. Oh, monk. It's a little rough. Hello, cows. Hello, steak. This is a huge cattle farm, jeez. Alright, let's see if we can swing this. We're gonna actually use some of the dirt here, because I would prefer not to end up in the ditch. I think we're good. Can't see if we made it because of the dust. Yep, looks green out there to me. Nope. Turn off the beacons. Whew. Alright. Tractor 2 of 2 tonight. Alright. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I got a late start tonight, and we're having some technical difficulties with performance tonight, which is really annoying. I got to figure out why the heck that's happening. Maybe I can... Actually, I wonder if I can run the debug tool. Maybe I'll look at that tonight. See what's causing it. I don't know if it's going to tell me. But we're going to leave it here tonight. Flip Flop, good luck with the rest of your exams. Thanks for stopping by. And those of you who are watching later, we also appreciate you watching. Catch everyone in the next stream. Take care. Good night.